hear to see.
Into the face!
Tell me what you think of Into the Device.
I think they're a phenomenal band, and I think people should go check them out. You know, they're really good. I've seen them every time they played, actually. So I'm here tonight. Actually, I'm friends with the guys in the band, which is cool. I don't want to sound biased, but they really are good.
As we have in the background, one of the premier artists in industrial. Would you compare them loosely or tightly to Nine Inch Nails?
They're in the same genre, you know. They're in the same genre as Nine Inch Nails. Yeah, I would. I'd be looking for them to come out with something major soon.
I'm here with Angel. Say hi, Angel.
Hi.
Do you know this band pretty well?
Absolutely.
How many times have you seen them perform?
God, like 4 or 5.
4 or 5 times. Do they usually play at the Pyramid, or are they other clubs as well?
I've seen them at Parallax, actually. They put on an incredible show at Parallax, and I've seen them several times at Pyramid. Seen them all over.
Cool. What's your favorite song that they do?
Oh, God, Not Dead Yet.
Well, let me tell you something. I think that entertainment history is being made tonight.
It was totally awesome. It's like a floor show. Wow. So what do you think of that Mart Segler? He looks like an action figure on stage.
What?
He looked like an action figure on stage. What'd you think of all the special effects?
Totally awesome. It was really hot.
Do you usually listen to this kind of music?
Did what?
Do you usually listen to this kind of music?
I never listen to this music, but I love this show.
It's hot.
We're not dead yet. No! Leave sleep with the giants. And the future is ours to find. We have control, we have power, Detroit. We're not dead yet. Detroit. We're not dead yet.
Daniel Asnall.
And I'm Jake Hoffman. You're watching The Sound Society.
And we're in the lair with Into the Device. Okay, guys, let's start with some introductions.
Okay, I'm Mike Ferguson, and I play guitar, some vocals, and programming.
I'm Mark Setlick, and I do vocals, guitar, programming as well.
Ryan McLaughlin, I play keyboards, the grinder, and a drum, and I destroy things.
Brief history. Start out in Detroit. Tell me how the three of you ended up together. Go ahead.
Okay. Well, basically, Mark and I met through a mutual friend. We had played in Detroit. We had experience with this particular keyboard player, and really talented musician, and unfortunately he had a drug problem, but that's beside the point. Anyway, we met, we hooked up. Mark was coming back to New York. I was planning on moving here, so it just kind of fell that way.
So you're talking about sampling, synthesizing. Can you tell me how you started doing that? What actually, briefly, if you can tell me how you do it and how you think it betters your music and how you apply it to your performance? So, Mike.
Okay, well, basically, I know I've been personally involved with a high-tech aspect of music going back to Detroit. My old band Skinhorse was very more techno and industrial than Into the Devices, and the interest is, from the late 80s, early 90s. Detroit had a big techno scene, and we like to pull on that influence. Well, at least I did, and it's just been kind of like a gradual thing, and it's been an interest of mine, and I know an interest of Mark's, and obviously Ryan too, that that's just.
Because it's an art of its own in a way.
Exactly.
It's its own separate element, and then you add it to what you have on stage.
Exactly. And it's, in a way, it's the forward thinkingness of music. It's like, we don't want to do guitar, bass, and drum because that is basically worked into the ground.
We take the songs, basically, simple structures, most pop music kind of thing, and then we make our own sounds.
I can't see.
We...
Anyway,
Jake, man.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I took an herbal laxative before I got here. I'm very sorry.
Never sit down and win from him.
Okay.
Anyway.
We use several pieces of equipment to make our own sounds, as well as we sample, we steal from bands that we like. So it's a good blend of.
So may I interrupt you for a second? Does the sampling influence the songwriting, or is it a marriage in a sense?
You know what? I would say, well,
it influences the sound. It influences like the general feel of the song, just because of the nature of the sample.
Okay.
But as far as like the song itself is still, the chord progression is us. The lyrics are us.
When I was a child, I was frequently dropped in my head, and so they had to give me a lot of Ritalin to keep me sedated. But
you really enjoyed this, though. It's like you're an extrovert on stage here. You really get to get out and just break loose.
Well,
or you do this at home too?
I do it everywhere. But I think that the thing about music is that when you pay money to go see a live band, you don't want to just hear samples and hear what's on the record.
Right.
You want to see the band. You want to get to know the band. You want to be amused by the band.
You want theater.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think that there's so many rock bands out there that just get on stage and play, and their videos are just them on stage playing, and there's no driving element behind it.
This music embodies the world of pain and anger and all sorts of your wildest fantasies. What's the name of the video?
Don't Cry for Me, Argentina.
Ain't wrong. Thank you for playing.
Control by Janet Jackson.
Ain't wrong. Thank you for playing.
Into the Device.
There you go.
What's the name of the song?
Crush My Revolution!
Sit by my side, the angel of vibes, with broken music, lays out to die. There's no more relief, watching the night, angel inside, eyes flashing away.
In the studio with Anna. Welcome to Feedback, the place where you tune in and get a helping hand in finding your niche in the music industry. Last time we spoke, I told you need to build a team that'll work for you. Well, by now you've probably asked yourself the question, where do I begin to look? Well, I'm glad you asked that question. You see, it's time to begin our search. The first thing that always rings true is just to pick up that phone and ask everyone you know for a recommendation. Ever heard the term 6 degrees of separation? You'd be surprised that some of the people you already know have connections somehow with someone who'd be beneficial to you. Hey, it never hurts to ask. Well, of course, all the big kahunas in the music world can mainly be found in New York, Los Angeles, and Nashville. You can find qualified people in other towns, but if you want to be right where the action is, you'll gravitate to one of these 3 cities. No matter where you are, you can start by doing some research on the music industry itself. And to help you along, I've got 4 books I recommend you buy. In fact, you may want to grab a pen and write them down. The first book on my list is called The Recording Industry Sourcebook. This book lists all the major as well as independent labels in the business. It's a must-have on any musician's shelf. The second book, The Billboard International Talent and Touring Directory. This directory offers hundreds of artists along with their booking agents and record companies. The third book, and probably the most popular, is The Yellow Pages of Rock. Just like the phone book, let your fingers do the walking. This book gives you everything from nuts to bolts in the business. And fourth and finally on my list is All You Need to Know About the Music Business. This book is like the mentor you never had. It clearly gives you the ins and outs trying to pave your path to success of all the potholes you may encounter. Well, there you have it, the ABCs of the music business. Well, now that I've given away all my guidebooks, you may think you don't need to come see me anymore. Well, just stay tuned and find out what they don't tell you in fine print. I just may write a book of my own someday. Remember, you heard it here first on Feedback.